What's going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I'm going to talk to you about NIO. I want to go over the latest in updates, analyst ratings, registration numbers, and everything else that you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off pre-market, NIO is down slightly, 0.23%. Nothing really crazy. It did have a high of $4.44, and that is linked because of this right here. So weekly registration numbers, so week ending January the 19th, NIO did put out 2,836, Onvo 1,913. Very impressive week over week change for NIO, but even still continued good demand for Onvo. So the market absolutely loved that. That's what really pushed it higher. But regrettably, there's a lot of negatives coming out. Some potentially forecasted and some actually did. So you can kind of see right here, Goldman Sachs did cut NIO's price target. And this isn't linked to Trump whatsoever, no tariffs or anything like that. It is linked to kind of demand of their sub-brands, which is unfortunate, but they did cut their price target from $390 to $350. So far, TipRanks hasn't actually represented that yet, so I don't know the analyst rating, but Goldman Sachs, I assume it's Tina, who has a 48% success rating, so most likely in the next hour this will be updated, but still nonetheless, a downgrade is not good whatsoever. As a consensus, not factoring the new one in, $5.55 is that price target, representing a 27.29% upside. So it doesn't logically make sense, the fact that, let's say, any rating for anyone to cut NIO, it's at a crazy discounted price as is. So in reality, maybe some entities want just cheaper prices for NIO. I'm not really sure, but I think in reality, I'm rather surprised the fact that NIO's kind of holding up, even though there was no official tariffs stated yesterday. So post-inauguration, in reality, he kind of signaled it, saying that the IRS is going to be collecting a lot of tariffs coming in. And that was the biggest thing, is saying that, hey, consumers are just going to get the tariffs indirectly through whatever the manufacturer or kind of importer for the most part. And he kind of stated otherwise, that the IRS is going to be collecting it. So yeah, I think any international stock today might get hit. We've seen in NIO's case, as soon as the market does open, usually you see a little bit of a pullback, and that is simply because entities like to benefit through puts. So most likely what you will see is a lot of volatility today. As far as kind of the parameters with it at $4.35, it is trading between this pivot and this S1. So just watch for $4.25 and then $4 to be the next strong supports, and then $4.67 to be the next strong target / resistance. NIO was actually gaining some pretty good momentum leading up to today in the downgrade and Trump, because it did show that it wanted to really move higher. So right now it is above the ALMA. That is currently at $4.14. So another key point to really watch for. If it does break below that, then anticipate most likely this to come to fruition at $3.59. So I think NIO's technicals are going to be very much in balance today. But still, I think bigger picture, a lot of this is just short-term noise. So if you do believe in NIO, then take advantage. But in my opinion, I think once the market does open, there is going to be a little bit of a pullback. But shorts, on the other hand, are currently returning 154,000 shares pre-market. So maybe they're freeing up some room, or potentially this right here could have been attributed to shorts. So something just to keep in mind. But still, there is quite a lot of available shares. So roughly right now 3.5 million. So if they really wanted to double down, they can definitely do so. 12.14% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 162.2 million shares overall are being shorted. So kind of just generally watch for that. But as of right now, options prior to today was very optimistic, signaling that $5 is coming. So do you still think $5 is coming, or do you think that we're going to be kind of pulling back? Right now, there isn't any transactions on the secondary market above $100,000. Last one was on 17th, but still I think big money is still not really paying attention to it. And if NIO still continues to get these negative ratings, I think people will be still losing less and less interest in it. So it's very massive, unfortunate kind of scenario that's playing out. But I think in general, like I said, once it does hit profitability, whenever that might be, this is where essentially you'll have the stock price more aligned with operations. Clearly there is a lot of demand, they're kicking ass, and I think it's just geopolitical issues is going to be the kind of hot topic for NIO and China, any Chinese stock, for pretty much the next 4 years. And I don't know if a lot of you are new investors or anything, or if you do remember last time Trump was in power, that almost every 2-3 months there was a kind of a big scare about Chinese stocks getting delisted, him wanting them off the just any American exchange. So you always pose that risk, and technically a lot of these are ADRs, they're not the primary exchange, so that could actually happen. I'm not here to spread any FUD, just wanted to kind of bring that up. I've actually seen a couple comments in my last couple of videos about that, saying that can NIO be delisted, and most definitely they can. So yeah, I think it should be a very fun time for the next little bit for NIO. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon, link in the description below, and also the comments. I put out buy signals every single day. Stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolute bangers and on point, so definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.